Welcome, amigos and commodores.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome to the Drizzle Land Show official. This is October 27th. And a few days from now is my favorite day of the year. I am not really a Christmas person, I am a Halloween person. And so let's get into the. Each one of us is going to do a top five for Candies. Um, my first one is going to be bubblegum eyeballs. Now, these are only around on Halloween, but they have different flavors. And what's neat is when you buy the packaging, each eyeball is a different color. And if you hold them up to a black light, they'll actually glow in the dark, purple and green and stuff. It's really interesting. I discovered those when I was about 10 years old, and I still love them now. There's only certain stores that carry them, but definitely worth checking out because they taste amazing.
Are they hard?
Well, they're like gigantic, huge gumballs. Yeah.
But I bet kids would almost choke on them.
You know what I used
jawbreakers.
to. You know what I used to do, when I used to gross my friends out with this, is I would put one in my mouth, and then I would open my mouth, and so it looked like I was sucking on an eyeball.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, my friends used to like that. So.
Sunglasses Man has had one of those in his life, but I almost choked on it. Felt like a squirrel. Man, what's your number 4?
Number 4 for me is going to be Reese's. Not the Reese's.
Not Reese's Pieces.
No,
you mean
the peanut butter cups.
The cups, yeah.
Now, I had my first peanut butter cup when I was about 6 years old, and ever since then, honestly, I would say I probably, when I was a kid, would eat a whole bag by myself.
The big ones or the little bite ones?
No, not the big ones.
Oh, you mean the bites?
Yeah,
the bites.
Yeah.
How many could you eat in like an hour?
Probably a whole bag.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's probably why I stayed up watching cartoons for like 4 or 5 hours.
Because you had a sugar high, basically.
Yeah. Made you feel pretty good if you were zonked out. You could have a bag of those and wake you up. So
now they got those new ones. They're like caramel with the peanut butter.
Those look nasty.
I tried one. I puked it out onto the Walmart counter.
Yeah, those aren't very good.
I said I don't want it, so I puked it up.
Price check and throwing out candy, I guess.
Well, they don't charge you if you throw it up. They just say, okay, we'll just take it off here.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah, I puke up a lot of things at Walmart because I can get a REIT discount. So.
Well, sometimes, as long as you don't try to eat CD or something, then.
Well.
No. If you put hot sauce on it, it might taste bad. Anyways.
Anyway, what you're on 3?
Yeah, 3. Yeah. 3 is M&M's. 3 is. My reason for M&M's is because there's so many different kinds of M&M's. But when I was a kid, we only had 2 different kinds. And that was the peanut M&Ms and the regular chocolate M&Ms.
Whoa, M&M the rapper?
No.
Oh, you mean the candy?
Yeah, the candy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, what kinds do they have now?
Oh God, they've got
peanut butter.
There's peanut butter. There's white chocolate, dark chocolate, milk chocolate.
There's goblin flavored.
Goblin flavored.
Dennis Goblink's those.
I gotta talk to him about that. You know what? Why isn't he making any money off of that? Then he should be rolling the dough, man.
Because he just stays at home all day and plays Barney games all day.
I don't know about that. I think NES is probably more, than Mario Brothers.
Didn't they make a Barney game for NES?
Well, for the computer.
Oh well.
Yeah.
He still got dial-up, I think. Anyway, so the M&Ms, yeah, I like to suck on the peanut ones until the. Anyway, go ahead.
As long as you don't say nuts, that's.
No, I don't say that. I don't say that.
Anyways, we'll scratch that one out of there. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 2, honestly, would have to be Hershey's.
Hershey's.
The chocolate bars, not the Hershey Kisses.
Kisses, not the kisses, but the. See, when I was young, this girl said she's gonna give me a kiss after school, so I was all excited, and I got to the playground, and she gave me a chocolate kiss. What a ripoff, man!
I just throw it back at her.
I did.
Oh, okay.
got expelled for that, but it was worth it.
Yeah, those women will play games with you.
They play games with my heart. And
Tearing up my heart.
isn't that a song by NSYNC?
Yes, it is. Yes, 1998. Yeah.
19. Wow.
Yeah, long, many moons ago.
You're so like. What do you like about the Hershey's bars? You can make s'mores with them. I know that,
Well,
but
and if you melt them on the stove with hot cocoa mix, it's amazing. It makes really good hot chocolate. And you can also melt it and pour it over like cookies and cakes and stuff for it's like frosting.
oh man, you're making me hungry.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
Oh.
my number one is gummy bears.
Oh yeah.
The reason why is because gummy bears, they have so many different flavors. I could never really pick a certain type of flavor I like. I would mostly, when I would get the bags and the Halloween trick-or-treating, I pretty much would just dump all the gummy bears into a big bowl, and then I would just shake them up together and mix them together. So yeah, that's my top candy, honestly, is because even to this day, I probably would eat it because, I mean, gummy bears are just classic. I mean, they've been around since like the 1960s.
Do you like gummy worms?
Not big fan of those.
They put all that sugar. Not sugar, but yeah, it's like sour. I hate those sour gummy worms.
And I don't really like the fact that people would come up with something like that. I mean, I understand like it's comical and stuff, but still, it doesn't taste the same. So.
I don't know, man. Like they have all these sorts of gummy bears now. It's like, where do you start at? You know.
I start with just putting my mouth underneath the container and just dumping them in my mouth. Or being like Scrooge McDuck and just dumping them in the money bin and diving into that. Anyways, I'm obsessed with gummy bears, just to let everybody know I love them. So.
Well, I think there's some in the locker room. They might be kind of old, but...
I don't want to eat them if they're not from 1975.
I think Dennis Goblin had them in his bag for 5 years.
I don't want those then.
Where is he anyway? I thought he was supposed to be here today on this video.
I think he's doing laundry, I believe. That's what he texted me. So. Apparently he has 5 years of laundry to do, so...
Well, I bet he needs a lot of quarters for that.
Yeah.
Well, my top 5, number 5 would be Snickers bars. You got chocolate, you got nuts, you got caramel. Yeah, caramel, and you got chocolate. I like Snickers because I
Snickerdoodle-doo.
I make snickerdoodles out of them. Out of Snickers. Isn't that cool?
But wouldn't that burn in the oven, though?
Yeah, but I eat around it. You gotta cut the burnt part off.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 4 would be Butterfinger, I guess. Because it's peanut buttery, it's crunchy. Bart Simpson likes them. And I like the Dairy Queen Butterfinger Blizzards.
Yeah, I have to admit, those are good.
Those are the shiznit. Yeah.
You know what I did one time when I was a kid? This is just an experiment. Is I put one of those in the freezer, and I totally spaced it. I put my spoon in there, so the spoon was frozen inside of it. So it took like 3 hours to de-thaw, and it didn't taste the same after that.
No, because the spoon probably leaked into the bar and the taste of the metal.
It did look kind of cool though.
I bet it did.
My mom wasn't happy though.
Because you broke a spoon or you wasted a spoon?
Well, it was frozen to the side of the freezer.
Oh.
So we had to like rip it off the side of the freezer. So there's this huge chunk of ice that was frozen on the side of it. I laughed about it. My mom didn't think it was funny. But...
Oh boy. Alright, number 3 would have to be... Well, it was going to be my number 2, but I'm going to go with Caramello. Holy cannoli, those are good, man. I could eat 5 in a row and not get a stomach ache. You should have one too. They're good. Excuse me.
I think it's because you've been eating too many of them already.
I had one before the show. That's why I'm hyper.
Oh.
And Dennis Goblin wanted one, but I said, no, get out of here. Go back to doing your laundry, fool. Anyway, number 2, Three Musketeers. And I'm going for mostly candy bars here because that's what I like. Three Musketeers makes you turn into a Three Musketeer. Like, you can be one of the guys.
All for one, one for all.
Yeah. And number one is Kit Kat bars. Oh my god, dude, I can eat these all day.
Give me a break.
Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. I need one bad right now. I'm stressed out.
When I was a kid, I wasn't exactly sure how to break the Kit Kat bars, so I used to take a knife and I would just cut it in half.
Well, they're easy to cut, aren't they? Because they're not that solid.
Well, yeah, but my mom used to freeze them in the freezer for some reason, which I don't understand why.
Doesn't that just make them hard?
It did, but it was fun because you could fling them around like an arrow, and you could make a little slingshot, and then you could shoot them at people like from the top of the trees, and then they'd keep looking around at it, and they'd be like, "Hey,
where'd that come from?
There's a squirrel somewhere around here with a slingshot
shooting Kit Kat bars at me."
Anyway,
man, Drizzle, you wanted to bring up something about Halloween. Like when we were younger, what did Halloween mean to us? Like, what was the difference between us and nowadays kids? Like, you know,
back in the early 1990s and a little bit, I want to say 88, 89, I would say that people were a lot more laid back. People let their kids go out trick-or-treating till 11 at night. You could take like pillow sacks, for example, and just fill the whole entire thing up with candy, and you just go from one neighborhood to another neighborhood. Parents didn't really care about driving you to one house to the other house, which I think is absurd, if you want my honest opinion, because that's not what trick-or-treating is about.
Why do you think it was safer back then? Just overall, like just people are more... Were people different back then, or what's changed? Like
what's changed is that people have become extremely paranoid to the point to where they're worrying about their children 24 hours a day, to where they're obsessed to the point to where they don't let them have fun anymore.
Well, just look at the news. I mean, is that part of the problem that they just?
Well, yes, because the media, drills into those parents' brain that, that this is going to happen, that's going to happen, and it's like, no, let kids be kids. I mean,
yeah, there's a chance of something happening, but you can't go through your life worrying about every little thing your kids do. I mean,
when I was a kid, we had Halloween parties at school. We would go trick-or-treating for hours on end. We didn't have parents with us. We went with all our friends. And the treats were better too, because people would make homemade like Rice Krispie treats and candy apples, and
I even had someone give us, when we were trick or treating, a can of soda one year. I mean, that's better than candy to me.
One year when I was, I think, 9 or 10 years old, we used to go into 2 different neighborhoods, and the one neighborhood was like the rich neighborhood, so they would actually hand you like a huge sack of candy. You didn't even have to like ask for it; they would just give it to you. And
really,
yeah. And I've trick-or-treated in several different cities when I was a kid, because I had family all over the place in Michigan. So, the good thing about being a kid in the 90s is the TV specials were better for Halloween. The candy was better. The food was better.
The overall, just everything was better.
It was more, like laid back. People had fun. They enjoyed life a lot more.
We were very lucky to have experienced all that. Everything was better when we were kids. We didn't have to use the internet because we didn't know what the freak the internet was back then.
I wasn't even exposed to the internet until 1998.
Yeah, somewhere around there for me too. We could have fun. We could make our own fun. We could play with dirt and have fun. And Halloween was definitely a lot more fun. We got to experience it. I feel sorry for you kids nowadays. Halloween costumes are freaking $30 at the Halloween store.
And they're stupid. They're.
I mean,
it's the same. Pardon my expression, but it's the same crap every
just say
year.
it. Just say it.
It's the same crap every year for Halloween costumes for this generation. And when we were kids, you had thousands of options. Toys R Us sold costumes.
Yeah.
You know, Target did, Walmart did. Kmart was actually the biggest seller for costumes in the 90s.
Target?
Target, actually, back when I was a kid around this area, we didn't have Target. Target wasn't even opened until 1999. So
around here? Wow.
Yeah. It was just Walmart, Kmart, and I believe like Walgreens.
What is your favorite costume you ever wore as a kid? Do you remember any? Or if you just a couple that you would name?
I'll name 3.
Okay.
My Ninja Turtles costume, and not the cheesy Ninja Turtle costumes they had now. Back then, we actually had good costumes.
I think I actually was Michelangelo one year, but that was when they first came out.
I was Raphael. So.
See, I wanted to be either him, Raphael, or Michelangelo.
And then I would say number 2 was I went as Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
Oh wow!
My grandmother actually made the costume from scratch. She sewed the whole entire costume. And I was lucky too because my grandmother used to do stuff like that. She would make my costumes.
See, that's awesome. And how many parents out there nowadays make their costumes for their kids?
Yeah, not too many, honestly.
No.
And that's another thing that we lost in that generation is people just started not caring. But my number 1 has to be my Spider-Man costume. Because it was very authentic. It wasn't rubber. It wasn't plastic. It was all, silk and real material. It was very comfortable to wear, actually, not uncomfortable in any form or way. I mean, I could run in this thing doing trick-or-treating and not rip any of the costume or anything like that. And
did any spider webs shoot out of it?
Well, no, but I looked just like Spider-Man though. So, in fact, I even wore the costume to a few Halloween parties at school. So, but yeah, those are my memories, and I had a few embarrassing costumes, that I'm not gonna bring up, but
you don't have to if you don't want to. Well, overall, guys, we're just here doing this video because we wanted to name some candies. We wanted to talk about some things in past Halloweens, how it used to be better. And I feel sorry for you kids out there. You really just don't experience it like we had. And, we brought up Halloween movies in previous videos. Nowadays, you got these... Well, actually, I'll take that back. The new Blair Witch actually looks pretty good. I'm not saying there's not good horror movies coming out, but we just had it better back then. And I'm happy we got to experience it because,
what was fun was you started trick-or-treating at 7 o'clock. And they let it go until 11.
11 or
then you come home. And
what is it now? Like 5 to 7 or something?
Oh, it's worse than that. They only get an hour.
Are you serious?
Yes, the city of South Bend only gets an hour.
You can only fill up your bag like halfway in an hour, unless you run to each house.
Yeah, it's 7 to 8, and that's it. And I just don't think that's fair for those kids because you're not benefiting from the holiday. You're not able to go to to get as much candy as you want. And I think a lot of that has to do with the school systems, too.
Well, that could be.
They don't want their kids being doped up on candy the following day.
Yeah, that's true. But they can just bring it to school with them, I'm sure. I used to do that when I was a kid,
But there's so many policies now at schools with, allergies and stuff like that, that people aren't allowed to bring certain candies. It's just
crazy. Like, we had fun. Why can't you... What do you think overall? Why is there... And we talked about the media, but why is there so much paranoia? People think they're going to put razor blades in someone's candy.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see someone maybe doing that, but... Alright, take a chance in life, okay? Roll the dice. And you can see a razor blade in the candy can. You can
they have X-ray
look at
machines. I mean, they've had X-ray machines since like 1970.
Well, people don't usually have those, though. Like you can just can't you just look at the candy, like
Yeah,
open it,
well,
and just see it?
that's the thing. I mean, you can obviously tell if something's in the candy because there's like a mark that's been shoved in there.
Yeah.
And we're not stupid. I mean, come on.
I think it's just an excuse just for the kids not to have fun.
Yeah.
Personally, out.
And I think, and let me also say that the creativity for the Halloween parties at schools when I was growing up were very interesting because the teachers would really get involved in it. They would dress up in costumes. They would have a haunted house. We would have parties and dances and stuff. Kids don't have that now. So
I mean, did people just stop caring? Like people are on Facebook now. That's what they do with their time, pretty much. I'd rather be on Facebook than go trick or treating.
I'd rather see what my cousin Lenny's up to in Alaska. So.
Oh, I can't wait to see what my cousin Lenny's doing today. Oh, he's cooking dinner. Oh, we went to the bathroom. Oh, I don't give a rat's, what.
Moose ass.
Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. But anyways,
getting back.
We just want to let kids know that Halloween used to be fun.
And they can make it fun again if they just try.
And make an effort to express what Halloween is supposed to be about, and that's, kids having fun and enjoying the holiday and not being afraid of what this is going to happen.
And even not just Halloween, like this paranoia, and I feel it too when I go out, but we can't be so paranoid of everything in this world. We just have to live our lives. They want people just to stay indoors, be on Facebook, eat Cheetos, and
dwell about what's happening in the news.
About what's happening. Things are not as bad as they appear to be, folks.
So I'm gonna do this hashtag bring back Halloween, because that's what you guys should start doing as of right now, is go on Twitter and just say bring back Halloween. We want fun. We don't want to worry about what's going to happen to this town and that town. Just enjoy the holiday.
And be smart when you're trick-or-treating. Don't do stupid things like, go to a house that, has people with guns or something. Just be smart. That won't happen, but you know what I mean, right?
And don't light flaming bags of poo on people's, porches and expect them to laugh.
We did that to Old Man Withers, but that was stupid. We're not condoning that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't ever do that, because it happened to me one time. I stepped in it and I had to get new shoes at Foot Locker.
Maybe that's what stunk in that car.
Oops, is that what it was?
Probably.
Well, I put him in the locker room next to Dennis Goblin's locker. So
that's why his laundry smells so bad.
That's why he had to do laundry. He's really pissed off at me. Maybe we'll do a video with him sometime soon, another video. He seems to be getting a good reaction from people. So.
But yeah, we just want to give a heads up that Halloween used to be fun, and you guys need to make it fun again. Just don't be so paranoid, and don't let your parents ruin your holiday.
Parents out there, let your kids have fun.
Halloween is supposed to be about kids. It's not supposed to be about the adults. I mean, so
all the adults do is sit at home and play on Facebook. They play Farmville, whatever the heck they play.
Yeah, and stupid Angry Birds.
Angry Birds and all that.
Which Angry Birds sucks. I'm sorry, but it does.
Now the movie was okay. I do admit that, but the game is lame as a duck.
Lame as a duck, goosey, I guess.
Lame as a drugged up duck. Dennis Goblin haircut. Sorry, I know he's a good guy. I like Dennis Goblin.
But anyways, we just want to let you guys know that, hashtag bring back Halloween and the fun of it. And so we're going to leave it at that. Happy Halloween, everybody. Enjoy your holiday. And let your kids have fun. That's all I'm saying. That's what this holiday's about.
Just loosen up the leash a little bit. Let them have a little bit. Let them run around a while. Let them get some fresh air. You got them stuck inside playing Facebook games all day.
And get their asses off Xbox Live for like 5 hours. Let them enjoy the holidays. So anyways, everybody enjoy your wonderful weekend, and happy Halloween. And
happy Halloween, guys.
And we'll be back with another video soon.
Please subscribe if you'd like to. You don't have to, but we appreciate it if you would, if you enjoy our videos on Drizzle Land.
And if you guys got any suggestions, keep them, to a minimum. We don't want anything obscene or
Yeah,
anything.
you can give us suggestions, but no hate speech, nothing like that. We will block you. Everybody else, you're cool. We love you.
And
So,
enjoy your day. Bye.
bye, guys.